Just feet away from a mid-air collision and catastrophe. More close encounters between U.S. and South Korean aircraft and planes from Russia. These incidents come as relations seemed to be thawing a bit from what has been described as a post-Cold War low. Correspondent Rich Edson has the update tonight from the State Department.
This week, a Russian fighter jet, much like this one, flew within about 20 feet of a U.S. Navy reconnaissance plane operating in international airspace over the Black Sea. A U.S. defense official tells Fox News the Russian jet was armed and the maneuver was therefore provocative. Another says these high-altitude encounters happen almost every day of the week. Communication between the United States and Russia on many levels has shifted during the Trump administration as the two try again to establish a working relationship.
There are a lot of very significant security problem sets across the world. All of them would get easier, right, if Russia were to come to the conclusion that it could best advance its interests through cooperating with the United States and others to resolve those conflicts rather than perpetuate them.
Rhetoric between the U.S. and Russia has recently calmed. 1 month ago, Secretary of State Rex Tillerson met with Russian President Vladimir Putin. The Secretary recently described to State Department employees his conversation.
Characterized to President Putin that the relationship between our two nations was the lowest it's been since the Cold War. He did not disagree. He shrugged his shoulders and nodded in agreement. And I said it's spiraling down. It's getting worse.
Tillerson then said almost no trust exists between the two countries. Though State Department officials say Tillerson and Foreign Minister Lavrov now speak about every other week. And an Oval Office discussion this week for Lavrov ahead of Presidents Trump and Putin's scheduled meeting this summer at the G20 summit in Germany. Though even with more frequent conversations, the U.S. and Russia remain sharply divided on major issues. Russia is still backing the Assad regime in Syria and denying election meddling in the United States and Europe. It also occupies Crimea and continues its presence in Ukraine. State Department officials tell Fox the U.S. positions on these issues also remain unchanged. They say they have relayed that to the Russian government. The U.S. has also been more assertive in Syria.
Showing the Russians the respect that they really crave while still implementing what is within U.S. national security interests at the end of the day, that might actually lead to a productive outcome.
Another area of potential cooperation addressing North Korea. A State Department official tells Fox News the United States has asked Russia to be part of an international effort to try to convince North Korea to surrender its nuclear weapons program. Brent?
Rich Edson, live at the State Department. Rich, thank you.